Greetings, family, and welcome to another episode of Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mumbi. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray, family, that you are well wherever you are in all your ways, and that you have been using the last 2 to 3 years to build a separate life for yourself, which means building a separate mental reality for yourself, which means creating your own narrative. And it is through all of us creating our own individual, truthful, empowering narratives that is really going to change the motherland, family. Special shout out to everyone that supports us on Patreon. Thank you so much for supporting us on that platform. There are way more exclusive videos that we can't share on here that are there. All kinds of books that you should have in your library. So definitely consider supporting us. And family, if you would like to take your business, whatever, or your services or your products to the world, definitely get in touch. Dr. Mumbi at drmumbishow.com. Thanks to every single person that has been in touch. I know a lot of the delay was coming in the fact that I didn't have a mailbox in my village, but I've figured that out. So if you'd like to get back in touch with me, if you had wanted to send me your product for a pre-approval, definitely do that. So yeah, Charles came to Kenya. But the more exciting news is that Malema is in town. Malema is in Kenya. And it's funny because at the airport, he was talking about how he was here to undo what Charles had done, Charles's visit, and they call him Juju. Hey, I'm telling you, family, it's amazing. And he has totally unraveled, the narrative that the government was giving us, because it was almost like, Charles's visit was so stage managed. At no point was he dealing with any kind of public, greetings or public attention or all that. It was all about controlled crowds, friendly crowds, very little crowds when, they feared that. And it was all managed. And of course, he was here for occult reasons. Definitely catch my show on Sunday. I will explain exactly what happened. And it's actually really sad because, the Mzungu is never your friend. And I think we need to really realize that. Special shout out to Errol. So let's just take a listen to what Malema had to say, family. It was kind of intense. We'll be right back.
Wake up, Africa.
I don't know if President William Ruto means it, because he said so many things and I can't locate him these days, because the things he said during election and the things he's doing now are two different things. I don't know. Because I heard him saying we need to do away with the dollar and build our own currency. But his actions are not speaking to anything of doing away with the dollar. The latest being putting a red carpet for a murderer, a person who killed the Kenyan people, coming into this country, receiving a red carpet and being saluted by our own army. This is not a Kenyan army, it's not a colonialist army. The Kenyan army is a product of the Mau Mau rebellion. And those who killed our people in the Mau Mau rebellion cannot be saluted by the same army of the children of those who were killed during Mau Mau rebellion. We have a duty to stay true to the cause. We have a duty to remind the king and Britain of what they did to us. Indeed, he shows no remorse. He says this was bad, it shouldn't have happened. But he runs short of, I apologize, I am sorry. He will never say he is sorry, because he thinks that his race makes him superior and he's not qualified to apologize to those who are junior to him.
Wake up, Africa.
Welcome back, family, to Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mumbi. So you heard it there. What a shame. And you can hear from the loud shouts of the crowd how everyone agreed with him. What off, Errol? Off. You can hear what a shame it was, family. For our people, for our Kenyans to see, even when they went to the national park, The soil is too dirty. Even the British journalists were making fun at it. The soil was too dirty. That's why they even had to put a red carpet, thinking Kenyans have gone too far. It's so sad to see how docile the elite are in Kenya. But you know what? As I'm recording this, Malema was actually speaking at the same time as RUTO, who was giving the State of the Nation address. Kenya is literally everything. The economy is crumbling. He has no money. Fuel is at its all-time high. All the promises he made are coming to lies. He's been issuing so many declarations. Family, he's traveled to like over 80 countries since he became president, going to, I guess, beg for funds. Of course, there's a lot that's gone on behind the scenes. His government says that when they went into power, the previous government had cleared the money, which has happened before. It happened in Kibaki's government. But Julius Malema shows you the real temperature of Kenya, family, because he has gone viral on Twitter. He has gone viral on TikTok. And it's like he's saying what so many Kenyans are afraid to say but feel very ashamed happened. That it was a great slap in the face for RUTO, our president, to roll out a red carpet to someone who can still not to this day apologize because he sees himself as superior and there's nothing to apologize for. This whole visit was a PR mission. Some thought it made RUTO look good, but it's actually made him look weak and bad, especially because they are going, mark my words, family, they're going to implode RUTO's government. If he's around in 9 months from now, please watch the show. Let me not even reveal what I said there. And to add insult to injury, family, there's been a lot of rumors and allegations from the journalists that were covering the visit of Charles and Camilla, saying that they were discriminated against. There was a bus for the Mzungu journalists, the British journalists, and there was a bus for the African journalists. There was even separate food for the Mzungu journalists and separate food for the Kenyan journalists. And what's even more depressing, my fellow Kenyans, is that none of this was released during. It's only after, when they've already flown out, that now they started saying, in fact, we were discriminated against. In fact, we did this. And that shows you that Kenya has been selected as one of the New World Order stations because our people have been so, I don't know if they've been filled with so much fear or they've been dumbed down or we're too capitalist, but we are so afraid to speak up for our injustices that even a full senator from the Ma community are busy, right now are losing their ancestral lands. This idiot, I can't even remember his name. Anyway, you can see him here. Talking about how the British left us in a better off. Paid maybe £1,000, £2,000 to say that, to sell his soul to the freaking devil. But family, this system is ending. And as we say goodbye to this system, we have to also say goodbye to all the instruments of this system, including the YouTubes of this world, the Twitters of this world, the Facebooks of this world, because artificial intelligence is taking those over and they are really shrinking the storyline, shrinking the narrative to one they can manage. And as beings, as cosmic beings, as galactic beings, as angelic beings, whatever level you're, as earthly beings, whatever level you're on, family, some of us are from the galaxies. We are on an expansion journey. So don't allow the shrinking of Babylon in this season to block you from expanding. Because walking away from Babylon means walking away from the instruments that Babylon uses to control the narrative. And it would be nice if we were walking into our own instruments, which will happen and which probably wouldn't look like that because we're on a different level. I'm going to do something, I'm going to do a whole separate show on how the dangerous ways that AI is taking over the world, from scanning books so that they can write like the authors of those books, to scanning actors. a lot of the actors right now are actually, for real, a lot of the major actors on the world stage ain't even real, dude. They ain't even the same. It's funny because, anyway, let me not get into that. But, of course, we salute Julius Malema for coming to Kenya and for just shaking up that juju, cancelling. And it's funny because when, you know, Charles left, it was raining cats and dogs. But since Malema came, sun is shining. Hey. But anyway, let me know what you think of Julius's statements in the comments below. Until next time, family. TUKO, PAMOJA.